Hello and welcome back. I'm Corey Millen and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is just days away at this point. I wanted to make a wee two-part series just to get you prepped and ready for it when it does drop. This first video I'm going to be talking about the story and where I think it's going to be going, and the next one we're going to be talking about the characters, both good and bad, and everything that's happened to them in the MCU up to now. While we've had little official word on where the story's going to go, the trailers have given us a pretty good idea. The show's going to be about the Captain America shield and the Captain America mantle, and who the rightful heir is to be the next Captain America and what it means to carry that shield and the values that come with it. At the end of Avengers Endgame, Steve Rogers chooses Sam Wilson himself to be the next Captain America, but it looks like sometime after this the American government steps in, choosing to take the shield away from Sam and instead putting Wyatt Russell's John F. Walker in the red, white and blue suit instead. John Walker, better known as US Agent in the comics, is basically the opposite of Steve Rogers. Comic writer Christopher Priest put it really well. He wrote a 5-issue arc for US Agent and he said, John Walker is Cap's scowling, emotionally damaged misfit cousin. But they're not actually cousins, but regardless, I think that's going to be one of the big overarching themes of this show, what it means to be Captain America and what it means to put on that suit and what you're representing when you do that. I'm honestly really interested to see where this series starts more than anything, because there's a big question mark around Sam and Bucky. Sam refused to sign the Sokovia Accords in Civil War, and Bucky was literally a brainwashed terrorist for decades. But T'Challa helped fix him up, and he helped save the universe in Avengers Endgame, so I'm wondering if saving the universe is enough to get you a clean slate in the eyes of the US government. I'm just not sure how you tell the general public who know who the Winter Soldier is and everything that he's done that
it's fine, nobody panic, he said he's sorry, he said, you remember Black Panther? You like Black Panther, yeah? He gave him a once over, he's fine, he's not gonna hurt anyone, I promise, it's okay, on with your lives everyone.
It's been said by multiple cast and crew that this show is really similar in tone to Captain America the Winter Soldier, which personally I'm all about because that's in my MCU top 3, and that the action scenes in this show are this close to getting them an R rating. Charles Murphy of Murphy's Multiverse, who has a really good record with rumours, put out a tweet in January that said, there's going to be a moment in Falcon and the Winter Soldier that's going to make me wish I was in a movie theatre with non-spoiled fans so that I could hear their reactions to their minds blowing. This show is bigger than you think. Sebastian Stan himself said that this show is a throwback to the kind of buddy cop comedy action movies, and from talking to people, the general vibe does seem to be that people are expecting this show to just be a more kind of cut and dry superhero action show compared to the utter madness that was WandaVision. So I'm really hoping it's got a few shocks and surprises of its own, but even if it doesn't, it is just a more cut and dry superhero show. As long as we get a couple of sick hot action sequences every week, I'm happy with that. As for villains, the baddie from Captain America Civil War, Baron Zemo, is back and he's determined to finish what he started.
Superheroes cannot be allowed to exist.
He lost his family when Ultron attacked Sokovia and he blames Avengers for it. Despite them saving everything in Avengers Endgame, he still wants to get rid of them. He has his iconic purple hood this time though, which in the comics actually belonged to his dad, who also wore the mantle of Baron Zemo, but there's no word yet if that's going to transfer into the MCU. I've seen people saying that the mask's purple but to taunt Sam and Bucky because their biggest foe up to this point has been Thanos, whose skin was also purple. I mean, it could be a fun tie-in, maybe, but we'll have to wait and see. I think Zemo's going to be the overarching villain of the show, but it looks like there might be a temporary alliance of sorts formed with our heroes. There are a couple of shots in the trailers where it shows Zemo really close to Sam and Bucky, and neither of them are punching his teeth down his throat or putting him in handcuffs, so I'm thinking a wee parlay might be in place. But it kind of makes you wonder what threat must be out there for the three of those guys to put aside their fairly hefty differences to overcome. And a wee reminder, in Civil War, Zemo re-brainwashed Bucky and framed them for the death of T'Chaka, so no matter how chummy these guys get, there's probably going to be some tension there. We've also seen in the trailer this group of masked individuals who I believe are the Flag Smashers. In the comics, Flag Smasher is just one man, an anti-patriot Captain America villain, but it looks like the show is adapting that in some way to become an activist group with enhanced individuals, because we know they're enhanced when we see them going toe-to-toe with Bucky and Sam.
Hello girl, kick your ass!
Actress Erin Kellyman looks to be one of the Flag Smashers, but her role is currently unconfirmed, though there have been a number of rumours suggesting that she might be another character, or in fact the actual character of Flag Smasher. I'd really like to see this show do like a kind of villain of the week format with someone new every weekend and having Baron Zemo be the big overarching villain who they take on in the last episode. I'll need to be careful in this section because I want to talk about potential appearances from other MCU characters, but as we all saw with WandaVision, things can get out of hand pretty quickly and I really don't want to be any part of that. War Machine actor Don Cheadle has said he'll appear in the show. I'm thinking that'll probably be like a one-off appearance, but he does have his own series Armor Wars coming out in a couple of years, so I'm wondering if there might be some sort of tie-in or setting up there. Another confirmed return is George St Pierre, who played Batroc the Leaper in Captain America the Winter Soldier. One name that's been thrown around a lot for this show is William Hurt's General Thunderbolt Ross, who's been an MCU mainstay for quite a while, and given the political nature of this show, this would be the perfect setting for him. Captain America, as far as we know, isn't dead in the MCU. Chris Evans hasn't ruled out returning to the role, and this would be a great place for Old Man Cap to return as like a wise old mentor to Sam and Bucky. And then of course you get the characters like Mephisto, Quicksilver, Doctor Strange, I'm still thinking about WandaVision, sorry. One of the key locations in the trailers looks to be somewhere we haven't been yet in the MCU, Madripoor. Now Madripoor is a very important location in the X-Men corner of Marvel Comics, but don't go expecting Falcon and the Winter Soldier to set up mutants in the MCU. If WandaVision didn't do it, this isn't going to do it either.
What big three? The big three.
What big three?
Androids, aliens, and wizards.
That's not a thing.
That's definitely a thing.
No, it's not.
One of the things I'm most looking forward to in the show is the chemistry between Sam and Bucky. They're the classic odd couple pairing. They've both been loyal friends to Steve Rogers, but Bucky did try to kill Sam at one point, so, they've got some stuff to work out. Now what's cool about these guys is that in the comics they've both taken on the mantle of Captain America, and I'm really interested to see if that's going to play into the show at all. I'd imagine it would. I'm fully expecting by the end of the show we have Sam Wilson as the official new Captain America, but I would quite like to see what Sebastian Stan looks like in a Captain America suit, but as long as he gets to play with the shield for a bit, I'm happy. I'm glad this show's running for 6 episodes at about 40 to 50 minutes each. We've seen what the extended runtime can do for character development in WandaVision, and both of these guys have spent a lot of their MCU life just living in Cap's shadow playing second fiddle to him. So it'll be really nice to see these guys get this chance to step into the spotlight themselves and become fan favourites in their own right. So tell me, are you looking forward to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Personally, I'm pretty hyped, but let's be honest, when am I not hyped for Marvel stuff? I'm just hoping that the controversy over the fan theories for WandaVision hasn't scared too many people away, because this show looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be really nice getting a bit more action heavy stuff that WandaVision was kind of lacking. Episode 1 drops on March 19th, and I intend to review every single episode, so make sure you're subscribed so that you're here when the reviews drop. I'm Corey Millen, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.